Alright, what's up, you guys? I don't even know how to start this, but it's a new year. New Year's was yesterday, or New Year's Eve, fucking 2026. The background looks a little different because I just moved into my new place. Today was like the first move-in day, January 1st. I've been moving stuff like in and out with my family and stuff for the past like week or so, but I'm here. Kind of weird feeling like it's awesome, but it's like it doesn't feel, like it feels not like a home. Home when you live somewhere for 10 plus years, it's like it just feels like a house. It just feels weird, like it doesn't feel very homey. But it's like what my friend said, it's because you haven't lived there, It's like with time, it'll be more like familiar feeling, I'll try to do a little bit of a tour. Got a fucking TV, Practical Jokers, got a lot of bullshit I gotta go through. Everywhere. Bathroom over there, closet. Shit, I'm zooming in. Bathroom, we got a mirror. Closet's over there, and we got like a shelf and stuff. It's really nice. It's one of my friends, he's renting it out to me. It's like a little casita, it's not like an actual apartment or anything. That would have been a lot of fucking bullshit to go through, signing a lease and deposit and all that. But anyway, yeah, I got a lot to go through and organize, so I just wanted to get this video out of the way first because I felt like talking about it, get it off my mind. But I don't know, it's weird, like I was telling a friend at work this and about moving out, and he was kind of like, oh, it's a big thing, it's a new chapter, And I know people say that all the time, like, but it's like genuinely, it's just true, because it's just so, I don't know why, it's just so apparent to me, or so obvious, or so clear to me when I see the way things play out or plan out, or work out, in the long term. You look back on things and you like see how they progress and how it's just clarity, or hindsight, whatever. But just to see how it's like I'm moving on, like now I'm not living at home anymore, I'm in this new area, which doesn't feel, like home. It feels weird. It doesn't feel very like comforting. But it's just only a matter of time, It's just like I'm here now. It's the first day, but fast forward like a week from now, 2 weeks, and it's like everything will be, well, I would hope everything will be organized, and maybe I'll have customized a little bit more. It'll just feel normal, in like a few weeks, or even let's just say a month. And that's just the thing, is with time, is just it's like the most significant thing I feel like people don't really understand, is it's like, it's just is the foundation of everything, consistency or getting anywhere long term in life is you have to understand how time works, and you have to be able to see, recognize different areas of your life and chapters, and so it makes you kind of appreciate where you are, because you realize like, okay, it might not be what might be hard or confusing or not make any sense, or it might not be like, might be messy or whatever, but like time changes things so quick, like it changes in the background, if that makes sense. So like each day you're working towards just getting through the day, doing what you're doing, and each day is new, brings new experiences, and new whatever, like each day is significant, unique to its own day, but to be so focused on like what you don't have, or fantasizing about the future, whatever, like it's good to plan and have long-term goals. Like I had a friend who had a goal like by 30 or 35 he's gonna have a business already done and this and that, and it's great, but you also live for where you are now, it's because yeah, I don't know. It's just it seems so. I don't know. That's just so apparent to me, and I treat each day with such like significance and appreciation. Because I feel like I've recognized, like just looking back, 1 week, 2 weeks, three, seeing how much I've grown since then, even in short term, like it led me to here, to be here, to be able to move out and to do all this. I wasn't the same person that I was weeks ago, even if it's not big changes, it's still change, and I think on any food all fucking day, bro. Yeah, it was a great year, 2025 for me personally. A lot of change too, but a lot of new. It was great, and you always hope for the best the upcoming year. But it's just funny how all this shit lines up, like just everything. Because I think back, this person I'm renting from is a friend of ours. We've known him since middle school or so. We hadn't talked to him since then. And we always wanted to reconnect with him, but we didn't really know how to find him or where he was, if he moved away or anything. And I think one day, a couple of my friends, one night, they were like, oh, let's go to McDonald's. So they stopped by McDonald's, and apparently they just ran into him there. Like he was there eating, I think he got like an ice cream cone or something. And they like started talking, and that's how that started up again. And I guess he like got off work, and he was just like thought about getting ice cream, and so he went to McDonald's, and they both fucking decided to go, and they met up there. And it's like all that led to us, hanging out again, whatever, and then it came up in conversation that I wanted to move out, and he had a casita, and now all this is happening just because of that night. Like, it's just timing, but it's just fucking bizarre, dude, And it's like, I guess another place to apply this would be like, people dogs out there, people or friends or whatever, and more significantly, like, I have a couple online friends that I met on a game, and just thinking back to how long I've known, that was back in 2020, 2021, and just thinking how small of a chance it is that even happened, if we had not joined, because we were playing a certain game, a certain server, a certain game mode, whatever it was, had we not joined that lobby at the same time, decided to play the game that day, that time, we would not have been in the same area as each other and never would have, It's just, it makes you think, I know, like, it's the most common thing ever is, like, kind of, I don't know, it's just weird to think about, It makes you appreciate that you were kind of given these things in a way, or these people, because it's weird how timing is, I don't know. But I don't really have a direction of this video. I guess I just wanted to get some shit off my mind. So I guess I gotta go take all this stuff apart or put it together. It should be fun, just I don't even know where the fuck to start. It's so like all over the place. But yeah, it should be fun. Maybe I'll do an update when I'm done. Probably not. I don't care that much. But yeah, so thanks for watching again. Hopefully I'm gonna start making more videos, doing more like in-depth. I'd love to like kind of space video, or like actually put more effort into each video and kind of the background side of things, or talk more. I'm also probably gonna start going, or yeah, just in general, like kind of putting more effort. Now that I have my own area to actually talk and record and put time into it. But yeah, it's just, it's a weird feeling when you kind of see change happen like this, you know? I mean, obviously it's a lot bigger for significant things like buying a new car or like moving into a new house, like a big thing like that. But this is still a big step, you know, in my scenario, in my, like, for me personally. It's like just, it's a lot, you know? So, I don't know, just appreciate who you know and, you know, recognize how important time is and just anything that you take or want to plan or any like plans you have or goals or whatever. It's all time in the end, you know, just being consistent and understanding how you just have to keep going, you know. It's just how things fall into place. It doesn't happen overnight, you know. Like things are like this, they feel weird, they feel all messy and shit, and they look horrible, as you saw, but fast forward 2 weeks, right? Just that amount of time, 2 weeks passing. Hopefully if I like it here, it'll feel more at homey, you know, or at home it'll feel more homey, and it'll feel it'll like look put together and shit. It's just a matter of time, you know. So I feel like that's a good way to put it. Is just like whatever goals you have or you want your future to have, how you want things to be, not how they are now. It's like the only thing that separates like you from that version of you is just a matter of time, you know. It's just nothing else. I mean, obviously it's what you do with that time that matters. Like you have to put in effort, you have to put in work towards it, but it's little by little. It's not gonna just, you do one day and oh, you're there, you know. Like obviously you just have to take each day with little steps, like put little work into it, and over time they come together and it makes sense in full, you know. It's just about not letting how you feel a certain day or how you think of a certain like situation, like oh, it's not going to work, it's this and that. You just have to do it regardless, and some days you really feel like doing things, some days you know don't really. But if you just kind of get past how you feel and understand that like regardless it's just you'll get there, you know. It's harder for some people, yeah, but like I'm not gonna say it's just easy, but it could take 2 months, it could take 6, it could take a fucking year, but depends on how badly you want a certain goal to happen or how, because if you just think of it like, okay, it's either this happens or you just give up. It's like, if you want it to happen, you have no choice but to just work towards it, you know, or just to, whether it's like gym or just whatever it is, you know. Just, I saw a video that was, I think it said, it was like, what's the best way to describe the meaning of life or something? Yeah, so I'll link it below. But it was like enjoying the passage of time, which back then, I feel like I think the first time I saw it, I was like, I didn't even know what the fuck it meant. I was like, what does that even mean? Like, it was like a weird phrase to me, but it really started to make sense when I thought about how there's genuinely there's no like rule to life. There's no secret code or like meaning where it's like, okay, you do this and then, oh, that's it. Like the meaning of life is that you create it. And I don't know, everyone's already said that before, and it's like, oh, you find a meaning, you find your own meaning and this and that. But it's really just true. It's like, as soon as you're born, you are given life. You're given a certain amount of time. You don't know how much time that is. Could be 35 years, 65, 100. You don't know how much time you're given, but as soon as you're born, you're given time to do things, you know. That's all you have on this earth is just time. So to have a good time, that should be the meaning or the goal, you know. So whatever it is, if it's starting a family, finding someone, there you go. If you don't want to do that, if your goal is just to, you have a hobby, you know, hiking, making music. If you just like having fun every day with hanging out with people, that's fine. You know, I used to always think like the family was like, having a family and kids was like the goal, or like life. That's what it was. When you start realizing it's like there is just no blueprint, you know, it's just you do each day, you do what you want with your time, you know, like what you do with it directly affects your future. It doesn't seem like it each day. It seems like, oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want, doesn't matter. And you can, but add those days up over the course of a month, 2, 3, and you will have gotten to where you want it to be. Maybe not in that short amount of time, but if you work towards it little by little, things really just fall into place with time in a way. It's a weird feeling, or it's a weird like experience to see it firsthand. And I want to say from the past 6 months, I've really understood all this stuff, and it's been fucking amazing. It's been like really, I'm grateful to know this, because I feel like a lot of people don't. But just to understand how things fall into place, and how there's just a certain time and a place in time for things to happen. And sometimes it's just not meant to be in a certain area, which is why like all this moving out, like I think I was planning to go out with another friend, maybe like, I want to say October 1st we were planning to, and then December 1st, and we looked at maybe 3 or 4 different places. We did like tours, we looked at apartments, but you know, it would have been a lease, it would have been like a down payment or whatever, and then like it would have been much more monthly with utilities, etc., like pet deposits and all that. And there were some of them where it's just like, it almost got there, like we were this close to actually getting the deal, or not getting the deal, moving, like signing the lease, and then someone else actually swooped in and took like they got it instead of us, even though we applied, we actually paid and everything, but they got it. I remember feeling so just like, what the fuck, why, like we were so close, but, and then we looked at some more after that, and none of them worked out, but then this came up, and this was fucking eons better than any of those past ones, you know, like just location wise and financially, just everything's perfect, you know. So it's just I saw another comment or another thing that was like, what did I say, it was like there's a certain kind of, I don't know if it was bliss or serenity, where it's like when you start understanding this aspect of life, you take every bad situation or seemingly unfortunate one as like a blessing in disguise in a way, where it's just a good thing in a long-term timeline, you know. And it's a certain like a really weird feeling of like you're not bothered by many things. You're still off-put maybe in the moment, like I won't really speak too much on it, but there was something happened that in my life maybe like a month and a half ago that was a really big thing, and it was like, it shocked me, and it was like I didn't know what it meant or why it happened or where things would go. But until now, and fast forward another 2 weeks, it's like it was for the better that it happened, and it really shaped me, and I grew so much from it that I'm just grateful that it ever happened. So even if I'm looking back, I remember me like it was hard, but you just fucking grow from things that are, it's just the way it is. I don't know. Alright, what's up, yapping? It's probably like 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, it's 20 minutes almost. So I'm gonna go finish getting this shit ready, set up. Should be fun. I'm very grateful. It's a new fucking chapter, I guess. But yeah, so appreciate where you are, and wherever you want to get or be or imagine things will be. It's only a matter of time between now and then. It's just a matter of time. So just fucking keep going. So anyway, thanks for watching. Alright guys, it's been like an hour or so, got a little bit more done. Not much, to be honest, but a little tour, you know, the bathroom. Pretty light. Little mirror over here. Gonna check out the lame ass fits in the morning before I go to work. Got the shelf up here, got some Calvin and Hobbes. Best fucking comic, and then, you know, clothes and stuff. You know, it's Good little spot. TV to watch stuff, I guess. I don't know. Here's the keys. Got the fucking key today. Or just now. Oh, and it's not on here. I thought I lost that shit already. Here's the fucking key. So, yeah. It's fucking official. I'm a homeowner. Just kidding. Let's see what my weight is also. I'm gonna start locking in January 1st. 150. Mine goes like 180, but I don't know about that shit. Well, maybe like 160, 170. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, not too bad, but got a lot of work to do. But gotta start somewhere. So yeah, Happy New Year's.